students. Next point is probability density function. A continuous random variable x is said to have Pareto distribution with parameter alpha if its probability density function is given by fx equals to alpha upon x raised to alpha plus 1, x greater equal 1 and alpha greater than 0. Next is distribution function. Distribution function of Pareto distribution is given by fx equals to probability of x less equal x, which is equals to integration from 1 to x f of t dt. Therefore, using probability density function of Pareto distribution, we get integration 1 to x alpha upon t raised to alpha plus 1 dt. After solving this integration and substituting lower and upper limits, we get 1 minus x raised to minus alpha, which is equals to 1 minus 1 upon x raised to alpha equals to x raised to alpha minus 1 upon x raised to alpha, where x greater than 1. Mean of Pareto distribution. By definition, mean equals to E of x, which is equals to integration from minus infinity to infinity x into f of x dx, which is equals to integration from 1 to infinity x into alpha upon x raised to alpha plus 1 dx, which is equals to alpha into integration 1 to infinity x raised to minus alpha dx, which is equals to alpha into x raised to minus alpha plus 1 upon minus alpha plus 1, integration from 1 to limits are 1 to infinity. So after substituting upper and lower limit, we get alpha upon 1 minus alpha into 0 minus 1, which is equals to alpha upon alpha minus 1 if alpha greater than 1. Next point is variance of Pareto distribution. E of x square equals to integration from minus infinity to infinity x square into f of x dx, where f of x is alpha upon x raised to alpha plus 1. So substitute value of f of x, we get integration from 1 to infinity x square into alpha upon x raised to alpha plus 1 dx, which is equals to alpha common, constant, take outside, integration from 1 to infinity x raised to minus alpha plus 1 dx. So after solving this integration, we get alpha upon alpha plus alpha minus 2 if alpha greater than 2, and variance is e of x square minus e of x its square, which is equals to alpha upon alpha minus 2 minus alpha upon alpha minus 1 bracket square. So after solving this, we get alpha upon alpha minus 1 square into alpha minus 2 if alpha strictly greater than 2, and the standard deviation is root of alpha upon root alpha minus 2 into alpha minus 1 if alpha greater than 2. Example, if x has Pareto distribution with alpha equals to 4, find the mean of x. Therefore, the mean is alpha upon alpha minus 1, which is equals to alpha is 4. Therefore, 4 upon 4 minus 1, 4 upon 3, which is equals to 1.333. Next point is normal distribution. The definition of normal distribution: a continuous random variable x is said to have a normal distribution with parameters mu and sigma square if its density function is given by fx equals to 1 upon sigma into root of 2 pi into e raised to minus 1 upon 2 sigma square into x minus mu square, where minus infinity less than x less than infinity, minus infinity less than mu less than infinity, sigma greater than 0, where e and pi are two irrational numbers whose values are approximately 2.71 826 and 3.1416 respectively. So now note the two parameters mu and sigma denote mean and standard deviation respectively. We use the notation x till n of mu sigma square to denote distribution of x as normal distribution with mean mu and variance sigma square. If mu equals to 0 and sigma equals to 1, then the normal variable is called standard normal variable, that is S and V, and is generally denoted by Z. Its probability density function is given by f of z equals to 1 upon root of 2 pi into e raised to minus 1 upon 2 z square, where minus infinity less than z less than infinity. Next is properties of normal distribution. The probability curve of a normal distribution is bell-shaped, unimodal, symmetric about x equal to mu, and extends indefinitely in both the directions. So this shows in this figure that it is bell-shaped, unimodal, symmetric about x equal to mu, and extends indefinitely in both the directions. Second property is, since distribution is symmetrical, mean equals to mode equals to median equals to mu, sigma indicates the spread of normal curve in terms of probabilities of various intervals around mu. For instance, mu plus or minus sigma contains 68.3%, mu plus or minus 2 sigma contains 95.5%, and mu plus 3 sigma contains 99.7% probabilities. This shows in this figure. Next is third property. Since area under the curve is 1, hence for a given value of mu, as sigma increases, the height of the curve decreases. That is, curve becomes flat as shown in the figure. So small sigma, moderate sigma, and large sigma. Fourth property is, theoretically range of distribution is from minus infinity to infinity, but practically range equals to 6 sigma. And fifth one is additive property. There are 5 results in this property. So these are 5 properties of normal distribution. Next point is computation of probabilities. The probability that a random variable will take value in some specified interval is generally obtained by integrating the PDF, that is probability density function, over the range, but the normal probability density cannot be integrated in closed form between every pair of limits a and b. So, probabilities relating to normal distributions are obtained by using a special table. This table pertains to the standard normal distribution, and entries are the values of p of z greater equals small z, which is equals to integration from z to infinity 1 upon root of 2 pi into e raised to minus 1 upon 2 t square dt. That is, area on the right hand side of z is shown in this figure. So this is area of right hand side of z.